Hi everyone, welcome back to our video series on the new digital SAT verbal section. Don't forget to comment below and follow us for additional content. All right, so for this question, we can see right away that this is going to be a writing related question. And looking at our options, there's a couple of things going on. We have A and B both with the word and, whereas C and D don't have and then also we have some different punctuation. So we're thinking both here about punctuation, but then also a little more zoomed out about the structure of the sentence in terms of if we would need the word and or not. So we call these coordination questions in terms of coordinating a couple different elements. So let's take a look at the question and the passage. So in her analysis of Edith Wharton's The House of Mirth, scholar Candace Wade observes that the novel depicts the upper classes of New York society as consumed by the appetite of a soulless blank. An apt assessment, given that The House of Mirth is set during the Gilded Age, a period marked by rapid industrialization, economic greed, and widening wealth disparities. All right, so thinking here about what we have in the sentence itself first. So we can think about independent and dependent clauses. So we can see that the first part, scholar Candace Wade observes that the novel depicts the upper classes of New York society as consumed by the appetite of a soulless materialism. That is going to be an independent clause. But then the second half of the paragraph is an apt assessment, given that the House of Mirth all the way to the end there. That is going to be a dependent clause. So we have an independent clause followed by a dependent clause. So just that alone rules out option A. We're not going to be able to have the semicolon there. It wouldn't make sense. And then for our other options, we have option D with no punctuation. This would be a pretty long sentence to have no punctuation, splitting that up right there. We can tell that this an apt assessment part towards the end is a new thought of some kind. So we definitely want to have it offset by some sort of punctuation. So it's not going to be D. And then we're between B and C. So we're really thinking there about whether or not we need the and. And in this case, it's not a separate idea. It's not adding something. So we wouldn't use the word and in this case to kind of add these clauses together. So that would just leave us with C. So C is definitely going to be our correct answer here. But in terms of why, so we just have the comma. And the comma works great here because the part following it, an apt assessment, until the Gilded Age there, is a relative clause describing the materialism, essentially. This quote that we just have here. So offsetting that with a comma is definitely the right way to go. Makes sense with the independent dependent clause. So everything lines up there. All right. Follow us for more.